going on YouTube, 79 Twitch? Going to do a Glock review of my Glock 19 Generation 4. So first of all, I want to get more in depth of the Glock Gen 4, and my camera's retarded after 11 minutes, wants to shut itself off, so this is going to probably have to be a multi-part review. But first, let's talk about the history of the Glock 19. It starts in 1963. Gaston Glock founds Glock in Austria. In the 80s, Glock was approached by Austrian military to design a new pistol. Ta-da! Not necessarily this one. Austria Army contacts Glock for the pistol 80/G17, or the Glock 17. In 1984, the Glock 17 was tested and approved by NATO. In 1986, I believe, Glock opens opens in the U.S. Oh, blah, blah. And the Glock 17s arrive, and then in 1986, the Glock 18 was introduced, and Glock 18 has the selector lever right there from semi-auto to full auto. Blah blah blah. 1988 introduced the Glock 17L for long and the Glock 19. In 1989, the second generation frames were introduced, and those have the checkered frames. Let me think. 1995 introduced the revolutionary subcompact 26 and 27, and then trying to think. I don't remember when the Gen 3s came in, but then in 2010 it was introduced with the Glock 4, or the Glock Generation 4. Oh shoot, can't think. Glocks are surprisingly reliable, believe it or not. Excellent firearms. If you guys want any information, you can go get this book, the Glock Auto Pistols magazine. It has all kinds of information, has a bunch of good stories in there about Glocks. Not necessarily the 19. There's hardly anything about the 19 in here. Got some stories, blah blah blah. Then in the back it has the Glock's buyer guide, and it has, you know, the 17, the 19, all the way up. It even has shovels and knives and stuff. I mean, it goes up to 31, 34, 36, and 39. And at the very end, it does have the Glock 18, and it has a little bit about that, a little bit about the history. If you want to know more about Glock, this is the book to get. Let me throw that out of the chair so I can sit down. I was at the gun store, and I was thinking about getting a Glock 26 as a better carry pistol. This is an excellent carry gun, but you know, the 26 is a little bit smaller. Actually, when I was looking at it, I think the slide is a little bit thicker on the 26. Possibly not by much, but I think it is. I'm going to have to get like I had on side by side and it looked thicker, but that might just be me. And of course, when you're first handling a firearm, have to safety check it. Yep, nice and safe. I'm just kidding. There you go. Unloaded. Unload magazine. And as you can see, the gun is unloaded. Da 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 da. Excellent. I'll just keep the magazine out of there. How about that? That way I don't have anybody giving me a hard time. The Glock 19 is the #1 selling Glock firearm out there. Even more than the 19 and the 21 and the 22 and all the other calibers of Glock. I don't even know. Excellent firearm. It does shoot the 9x19. I think this is my Winchester. Oh, I don't have any Winchester. This is my Federal. I don't remember. I think it's like 124 grain, maybe. I don't know. I gotta look at the box. And then those are my Spear Gold Dot. These are always loaded up, always ready to rock and roll in my Glock. I'm going to disassemble the gun for you. Very simple. Slide forward, and you actually have to dry fire the gun, which I don't like dry firing guns, but it's something you have to do. Dry fire. Trigger stays in the back position. You have these little slides on both sides. You pull back about yay far, slide those down. Oh, I did it wrong. Trying to do this on camera. I need a stand is what I need. Pull back just a hair where you can see. I'm trying to get on camera. You pull back just a hair on it. Pull both of these down, and it just slides off. Alright. Then you got your spring. Real simple, take your spring out. And then you got your barrel. That was a chore. I really need to get a stand to do this. As you can see, this gun is a bunch of polymer. There's only 3 little rods that go through there that hold everything in place. The Glock 19, I do believe it has a 5-pound trigger pull, which really it don't feel like it's that bad, but and it's not. A 5-pound trigger pull is not bad at all, but that is I think that is what the standard trigger is. Now you can get new triggers dropped in that go about all the way down, I think, to 3 pounds is the lightest trigger pull you can get. If there is any lighter ones, then let me know about it. And there's a lot of problems with the Glock Gen 4. Biggest problem is the spring, and since I got the spring out, I'll show you. You can see that there's a metal ring right here that is between this little black plastic piece and the spring. Now, I highly suggest take your Glock Generation 4, take it apart, look at this spring. If it does not have this metal ring on here, if it does not have that metal ring that goes around, then you know it's not a. I don't think it's a good spring, and I'd call somebody about it. You can get these springs. I don't know how much they are. They're not a whole lot. Luckily, mine came with one. Came with this spring. And you'll have stamped on the back of it 0, 0, 3, and then 4 on that side. Earned that, I really don't know. Barrel is just a Glock 19 barrel. I don't know the threading on it, and man, this thing's dirty. Put the gun back together. It's real simple. First of all, you gotta be smarter than the barrel. What the hell? Okay. Drop the barrel in, grab the spring right there, push that, put the spring back on. Voila. Your slide is put together. And to show you how simple it is, you match up the rails right here with the grooves in the receiver. There it is. She's put together. I'm going to stop it here, and I'll start with part 2 here directly.